What's up, sportsman class? Hope y'all are doing well. Um, Man, here we are. We finished terminology, body regions, all that sort of thing, and then we jumped into the range of motion terms. And I gotta tell you, I don't know. I guess this distance teaching is bringing like a whole new joy to me because when I when I watch your videos of the range of motion terms and I see you guys do it and know it, it's just I don't know. It's just I find it really cool that I guess you guys are actually listening and actually getting something from this. So thanks for that. Thanks for all your hard work on that. And mostly everybody's turning in their work on time, so I appreciate that. We're gonna go ahead and just jump right into the next group. So we learned terms, we learned body regions, we learned bones, muscle, or sorry, bones, bony landmarks, range of motion terms. Now we're gonna learn muscles, right? So all this is important to know because when you're evaluating an injury and somebody's hurt or hurts to do a certain movement, you need to know the muscles and their functions and their location to diagnose an injury potentially. So we're gonna go through this, and it's just like with the skeleton. So you're gonna be able to kind of color and label directly on here. All right. So we'll get started. So we have these muscles grouped. So this first group is your neck muscles. And look, there's like 800 and some muscles in the body, and we're not even going to learn even 100 of them, right? So we're just going to learn some basics. A little bit more basic than just like a group of muscles, but we're going to learn the basics, all right? So we have a muscle here. Here's a lateral view. And then we have an anterior view here, obviously. So this muscle, it has a strong or a long name, but it's named for where it attaches. Okay, so it attaches to your sternum, clavicle, and then remember up here there's a mastoid process on the temporal bone. So this is called your sternocleidomastoid. Sternocleidomastoid. So we're gonna learn its name, we're gonna outline it, and then we're also gonna know its function. F stands for function. So your sternocleidomastoid has two functions, and something that usually I'm able to talk about a little bit better in class is origins and insertion. So an origin is where muscle starts, and an insertion is where it ends. Ends. The insertion is also mobile, so that's the part of the muscle that moves. The origin is stationary. Okay, so the origin is where it starts, the insertion is where it ends, and I guess the bigger thing to highlight here is that insertion is the mobile part, where the origin is stationary. Hey Joe, Enzo, can you close my door? You want to say hi to my sports medicine class? They're just on here. Just say hi. Okay. Thanks, Joe. All right. Gosh, she's good at slamming doors, huh? All right. So origin is where a muscle starts, and it's stationary, doesn't move. Insertion is the mobile end. Okay. So this is the origin. Actually, it's the other way around on this one. Sorry about that. So look, well, here we'll just do it like this. So your sternocleidomastoid, one thing it does flexion of the neck, so it makes your head go this way. Okay, so the origin would actually be here, and the insertion would be here. Because that's the part that moves. Let me show you on this app real quick. So on this app, it'll show you. So here's neck flexion, all right, and that's your sternocleidomastoid right there. Okay, so if you can see, it doesn't let me draw here. All right, so there's a sternocleidomastoid, And the part that moves is the part that's attaches to the mastoid process on the skull. So that's the mobile part, right? That's the insertion. Where if you look at the part on the sternum, it doesn't move at all, right? So that's the origin. Okay. All right. So its function is neck. Flexion. And then rotation to opposite side. So it's like you're saying no, right? So your sternocleidomastoid does the no motion, right? So when you're in class or when you're saying no, right, that's the one. All right, so that's one neck muscle. Your next neck muscle is actually right here. And if I don't, so look here, do you guys remember what vertebrae these are right there? That's your cervical vertebrae, right? So this is kind of deep. So this is on the lateral aspect of your neck. This is called, it's a name of a triangle, it's called your scalenes. Okay, now let's talk about origins and insertion. So the insertion on this one's here, the origin's here. So when the muscle contracts, the I would move towards the O. And so it'd be like bringing your ear to your shoulder, right? When you bring your ear to your shoulder, that is lateral flexion. And remember the check mark is abbreviation for flexion. Okay, we're gonna scratch these out. Okay, now we're on to the abdominal wall muscles. Okay, so there's three main muscles we're gonna learn here. So you got one group here, or this is one muscle. Okay, so those, you can kind of see the fibers. These are superficial. They're kind of like on the external aspect of the abdomen. These are your external obliques. Okay, and two functions here. So it does flexion and rotation to opposite side. Now remember, so rotation is not like circumduction, right? You're not doing the hula hoop stuff. All right. Let me see if I could show you on here. I see rotation of the waist or spinal. So there's lateral flexion, spine flexion. There's no. Oh, here we go. Spine rotation. Why? There. It's kind of a funky picture. All right. All right. So it's rotating to the right. So your left external obliques are working. Okay. When it's rotating to the right, your left oblique. So left oblique is contracting there and pulling you to the right. Okay. Uh-oh. Sorry about that. All right, so those are your external obliques, and then we're going to do two different muscles on here. I'm going to just keep this a little bigger. All right, so this one, everybody knows this one, right? It's your rectus abdominis. And this one's fairly easy, right? It's just flexion at the waist. And then the last one we're going to learn, it's not your external oblique, but it's your internal oblique, okay? And so that one is internal. And this one does flexion and rotation, but to the same side of the waist. And then we're actually going to stop right there. Or actually here, let's do these two, right? So these are your thorax muscles. All right, so we have two groups here. So these are these ones that you guys eat when there's like ribs. Okay, so those are your intercostals. and that's forced breathing. And then the pink one, who knows what that pink one is? Diaphragm. Kind of spelled funny, and that's for normal breathing. So go ahead and take a look through these notes, take some notes yourself, watch this video a couple times, do the quizzes, and we'll do some more review from there. All right, good start.